welcome. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you can stay up to date on more hot sets we got coming at you. So today we are doing the viral trend of the vertical ombre French. And as you see, I already thought I was recording, so I did the green nail off cam, but it's just painting. So this is a Madame Glam color, and we use Dolce nail sprinkles. We are gonna make this set kind of like a Beetlejuice inspired set, so we can get right on in the mood for Halloween, y'all. Halloween starts earlier and earlier every year, and I couldn't be more pleased. So we're gonna do one nail green, one nail purple. We're gonna do one nail with just Beetlejuice pinstripes, and then we're gonna do a purple and green ombre French on the two other nails. So not like, hey, it's Beetlejuice, but it's like, hey, these nails look sort of like Beetlejuice. Y'all feel me? And we're gonna use the Blanc from Makartt. I had to mix up all kinds of brands to get the colors that I needed because I wanted them to be perfect. So we're just painting that on, and then I'm gonna do, I did the base coat already for them off cam, and I also did the roughing of the nails with a buffer, and then we are going to do a second coat of those off cam, and then these two are the nails that we are going to do the vertical Beetlejuice inspired ombre on. And I have done this kind of ombre before, vertical ombre. I did about 5 months ago, but I did it with stripes instead of the French. So I'll link that video at the end of this one so you guys can see that. It's a pretty neat effect too. So we're going to put down our purple and our green. And you see, first I'm trying to figure out how I want to tackle this. So we're going to use the striper brush first. And I was thinking, hey, I'll just paint this all on with the striper brush. And then I'm like, hold up, that's about to take way too long. So then I'm like, hey, I got this gel brush. I'm going to paint it on with this gel brush. But then for ombre, you need like the layer to be like, of the gel polish to be a little thicker, and I usually use a gel brush when you want to have a thin layer. So I'm like, nah, that ain't working either. So on the purple side, I just had, look, we just gonna smash it on there just right from the bottle, and then when you touch the green, just make sure you wipe it off before you put it back in your bottle. And I use the striper brush just to go down the line. And when you see me off screen, I'm wiping it off. Then we are going to use our ombre brush to just go down the center. Now you see, I'm like, hey, I'm going to try to just go down first, because when I usually do my ombres, I don't do the vertical much, so I had to remember how I did it from before. And it's important to always make sure you clean your brush, so I just got some alcohol and a pad to wipe my brush every time that I go through the gel, so we're just not smearing stuff around. We want to ombre with a purpose. But you don't want to overthink it too, because sometimes when you just overthink it and you do that last stroke and you're like, oh, that last stroke is what just messed everything up. So don't overthink the ombre, because once you top coat it, it's going to look, it's going to bring it together. So don't overthink it. Like right there, I'm like, okay, let's just call that the first coat and bake it. Boom. And then we will do a second coat, and we'll do the colors right down the middle again the same way. And like I said, we did this right from the bottle this time, so we can get a little thicker coverage, so we'll have enough gel to ombre with. And I'm not worrying about it being super straight or anything like that, because we are going to work it with our ombre brush that I had just cleaned down the middle. And you can do the ombre like you do the ombre on the horizontal one, is that you might start from one side with the color. You see I'm starting here with the green because I want the green to more go into the purple, so I'm going over into the purple with a blend, and then I'm going to blend back a little bit. So we can get a little more purple to blend with the green. Clean, clean, clean. And then we're just going to try to blend that down the middle. Do some cleaning. Get a little more of that green into the mix. And then I'm thinking, okay, should I? Okay, a little bit more, a little bit. Don't go crazy here now. I just want to get that little purple, the streak out of here. And I'm like, okay, that's enough. And we baked it. And now we'll do our next coat. Our next coat, we are going to reverse it. We are going to put the purple over the green, and then we'll put the green over the purple. Now, I've seen some people do this to where they actually draw out exactly how they want their French to be. And the way I do it is I'll draw sort of how I want it to be, and then I'll use my gel brush to better define it. So I'm going to come down further than I want my French to be, so I can have some space to wipe it away, because I don't want to have to worry about when I'm doing my ombre. I don't want to have to worry about being super neat. I have never been good at staying in line, so I ain't about to try right now. So we are going to put down the purple here on top of the green, bring the French down a little further than I want it to be, and then we'll do that with the green up the middle too. And you'll see what I mean when I get it all ombre. And like I always say, this is the way that I do it. For you guys, it might be easier for you to actually do the French tip, be neat with the way that you ombre it, and, you know, call it a day so you don't have to wipe anything away. Different techniques for different people. Everybody should really remember that, because I know I used to struggle with trying to do it this way or the way this person showed, but you'll find your own technique for doing these things and what works for you. And you'll probably come up with, you know, a new one of how you want to do it. And that's okay. As long as you get the look you want, you good to go, baby. Alright, so we're going to do our ombre here. I'm going to try to be a little more delicate with this ombre, because I kind of want to try to do it in one layer. So we'll see if I can pull it off in one layer. I'm hoping so, because I just want to do it one layer. But if you can do 2 layers of this too. I have done it with 2 layers too. There we go. There we go. Now we got our gel brush, and here's what I'm talking about when I say I'm going to wipe away the fringe. You see it popping out? We're gonna pop a fringe about this nail. Wipe everything away until we get the fringe we want. And I don't know, I think it's really neat to do it that way. I like to I'm a fan of a reveal, like boom. Ooh, there it goes. So we got the reveal here. Boom. And it just looks so pretty when you wipe away that layer on the reveal. I just love it. And I took a little bit too much here. Don't be afraid to do this either. I'm just bringing a little bit of that back, so I can make sure I get that perfect fringe. Well, not perfect, because I don't think there's such a thing as a perfect fringe. Everybody's human. We're not machines. So it's a great fringe. Bake that bad boy. And my sassified. Do I think I need another coat? Nope. So I'm going to do the other fringe off screen. It was exactly the same steps. And here's what we got so far. And now we can paint our lines on this one. You can tell I have used this Young Nail black gel liner way too much. It's called Overdrive, and we got our long striper brush for this one. And I'm telling you, I've used the long striper brush and I've used a short striper brush. At first I was using the short striper brush when I didn't know what I was doing, or when I was learning. You know, when you're learning, it's not that you don't know what you're doing, it's just that you're learning. So don't let nobody tell you when you're learning that you don't know what you're doing. You're just learning, and that's okay. But so when I was learning, I was using a short brush, and my lines were so jacked, y'all. They looked like I was just nervous the whole time. But if you use one of these long brushes and are even with how you do your pressure, like, you know, don't really press down. Just let the brush just do the work for you. And it's so much easier. So, and when I do the lines, I do a line on one side, and then if I think I want it thicker, I'm going to go to the other side of the line to thicken the line out. Now you see here, I did some pressure at the end, and when you do that, that's when you get that little oopsie. So I keep my detail brush with some alcohol, and I'm going to wipe away my little oopsie. Try to wipe it smoothly and not leave no traces on the white, which is hard to do when you got black like that. So we're going to wipe it all away, and then we're going to try to redo it with the same pressure throughout so we get our line. And then, like I said, we go to the other side where we want to make it thicker. We go there. I think I want it a little thicker. So I'm going to go to the other side again and just go down with the same amount of pressure. And then, you know, sometimes it trails off at the bottom, so we're just trying to even out the bottom line. And you can't really see my finger off camera, but I'm really trying to anchor my pinky, because if you've seen anything that I have filmed like by hand, I am shaky. So even if you're not shaky, it's just good to have your pinky anchored, so it's just easier to stabilize your design, if that makes any sense. So there we go. That's all we're doing. Nothing too fancy, just a nice, cute design. And then we're gonna do one of my favorite top coats, Madam Glam No White top coat. And when you see how it brings out this look, watch this. Now my last one, when I did before, it was a matte. Hold up, I ain't even gonna talk. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but my dog is straight snoring like he has a job in the background. So he ruined my top coat bliss. So I'm sorry for that if y'all heard him. But look at how that top coat brings out that design. And I did this before, which I was saying before I got lost in top coat bliss. I did this before, but I did it with a matte top coat too. And guys, try it with the matte top coat. With the matte top coat, it really looks cool too. So I would try to do it with the top coat too, and see which one you like. When I did the one with the lines, I did the matte top coat because that design had a little bit more dimension, but I like the French with the glossy top coat. But like I said, try it out with your design and see which one you like. They both look good. So we're just gonna top coat the rest. And look at them baby sparkle. Now we're gonna bake it and put it on my pretty nail stand. And there's our finished product. But it ain't finished because you know we gotta slap this on some hands, y'all. Come on. So I'm gonna use my Vita Bella hand, which is by V Nailed It. If you don't see her on YouTube, check her out. But look how that hand looks. If I ain't tell y'all wouldn't even know it was a real hand. But I'm so happy with how this look turned out. It's super cute, ready for the Halloween season, and I hope you guys liked it too. If you did, go ahead and hit that like, leave me a comment, go ahead and subscribe, tell me how y'all feel about it, and as always, kindness is key. Be who you be and dream big. Bye. Bye. Bye.